highlights. The first hurdle, always on these walks, is getting Mr. Man over sties like this. Ready? But he's pretty used to it. Over we go. Hello. Sorry, I'm very backlit because we're on a walk. So, first off, I just thought I'd say I've come to a little circular I've never done before. Circular walk I found in a place called East Harptree in Somerset, where I live in Somerset. I'm back to being outdoors after so long of not being outdoors like this anyway. Everything that you've seen on the channel so far, for those that follow, with the van breaking down, the last time I was out properly, like in the van, on my own, just exploring, was actually the Cheddar Gorge one, which was God knows how many weeks and maybe even months ago now. Obviously we've done the Exmoor trip, which you've seen, but Lex! The pigeon. Obviously we've done the Exmoor trip, which you've seen, and then the van broke down, so we've been out of action for probably 4 or 5 weeks. And we'll talk about what I want to talk about as well today, as usual. Do you know what I always find weird about coming to places like this, on walks like this, is I'm literally walking through someone's field, like a farmer's field. Obviously there is a public footpath that runs through this. That's how these trails are tracked and made, and the public footpaths have probably been here for hundreds of years, but it always just feels a bit weird walking through farmers' fields when you're the only one here and there's nothing else here. So, in last week's video, I sort of promised you a bit of an update as to what else has sort of gone wrong in van life world. In today's video, I want to address that and I want to give you an update. But when everything was going wrong last week, because there was quite a bit going wrong, not just the wheels, obviously you've seen a bit about the wheels, but when everything that was going wrong, Danielle said to me, like, this is van life, this is what you wanted. And in jest, obviously, and I was like, do you know what, like, yeah, like, this is the part of van life that you don't see on socials, and this is the part of van life that no one talks about, because this is the bad part of van life. It's not all just sunshine and rainbows, do you know what I mean? But let's keep going on this walk and I'll explain more as we go. I'm too old and big for climbing under trees, but sometimes needs must, you know. Oh, and that camera bag doesn't help. Last week, the wheels were obviously a massive pain in the butthole, in the sense of they're still not on the van, just because of the issues that I was unaware of. But that's sort of like a superficial problem. The problems about van life that people don't see is, like, obviously the van is not only just, in some cases, homes and places to stay, and for us when we're traveling around, like, it's our base is our home, but it's also a vehicle. And in my case, it's essentially my daily vehicle that I use for work and life, and my whole life sort of revolves around this van, and like what the van brings for me in the terms of, like, work. Allows me to get to and from work all over the country, and as I've mentioned before, like several times on this channel, and it also allows me to do this, come to remote places like this, sometimes on your doorstep like this one is, sometimes further afield. So with it being mobile, a vehicle, as well as dwelling in some cases, it needs to be on the road. And obviously we've had the issue of breaking down probably about 5 weeks ago, and it just taken so long to fix. Finding a mechanic is difficult to fix the van, and that adds time and time to the vehicle, or in my case the van, not being on the road. And it's just what I feel, it's like people don't talk about that. People don't talk about it enough. But before I continue, there's something up ahead that is quite strange. I've never been here before, and this is weird. So let's have a look. What is that? Some sort of like metal pipe just suspended in the air crossing this van. Is it like, is that gas? Is that water? What is that? What is that? I don't know if you can see on the camera properly, but it's like a big metal pipe on these like brickwork pillars. I have no idea what it is. There's more pillars. Like, bloody hell, it's a bit weird. There's like, see if I get a bit closer. I haven't got any signal, so I'll Google it, but when I get back and find out, and if I've Googled it right and remembered, I'll put it here, what it is. But at this point, I don't know what it is. Could be anything. Oh, Jesus. Do you know what? Like, I know it's not, obviously, but this walk is giving very, like, Mayan vibes, Jungle Book vibes. Do you know what I mean? Like, with this, like, stonework, pyramid-shaped pillar that is obviously supporting that metal beam, or metal tube, and, like, this little path here in the Greenland, in the woods. It's sort of like, on today, like, with the sun coming through, it's giving very, like, Jungle Book vibes. I don't know. Random. A little clearing, rope swing. It's deceivingly warm, and now I'm wearing a jumper. Stick here, thanks mate. Do you know what? I've actually sort of not fell in love, but I'm actually enjoying sparkling water at the moment. I don't know why. At work, is it? I'm not going to be able to sit down and talk to you because of this mental dog. But at least I got a bit of sparkling water. Let's go on before this dog loses absolute mind. Come on, then we'll keep going. Leave the big stick, please. You're going to knock the camera over, or you're going to knock me over. Put it down. Put it down. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just put it down. Right, come on. Let's go. Put it down. Let's go. Walk. Come on. As I was saying, what I was going to say to you, sat on that bit back there, is that what's made me realise is like how much struggle it was to find a mechanic that has got the time to fit you in when you need it, because obviously when it's a vehicle as well, and a daily vehicle, it needs to be on the road. Like, and when it's not, it's causing issues. It's not as if like you've just got something broken on in your house and you think, oh, I'll get that fixed, I'll book it in, and you can wait a couple of weeks. For me, it's like I need the van tomorrow and the next day, and I've got 3 jobs 400 miles up north to do next weekend, and it's like, come on, I need it back on the road. So when stuff like this happens, it's like it gets you, it hits you, and it's like, oh crap, I can't do it. But that's what I feel like they don't tell you about van life, is when it's like a big part of your life, like the van is, when stuff goes wrong, it's not always just about like having the money to fix it, because I'm not, by all means, I'm not rich, nowhere near being rich, but I'm working, I run my own business, so I've got money coming in. So I'm happy to pay for things when things go wrong because you expect it. It's just when things go wrong, you need it now. Jeremy found this, like, it looks like a wreath or some sort of ritual thing. But look at this little statue, how cool is this? It's like a knight. Someone's left a bobble hat on him. Should we put him on? Look, that's so cool, a carved knight. Obviously an old tree, but that's cool. And Loki's gonna wee on him now. It's a Spider-Man bobble hat. There we go. Keep you warm at night, mate. Have I missed a turning? I've not seen any turning, I can't be wrong. Right, we're going this way. Following all trails, but I think I've got a bit lost. I'm on another path, heading in what looks to be the right direction, maybe. According to this, I've taken a wrong turn in somewhere. I don't know how I've taken a wrong turn in, but I have. Not a million miles away, if you can see. I need to be on the green. I'm here. But this is my issue. I need to be all the way down there, near the river. I do genuinely think all trails is wrong. I don't think there's a path down there. I should be on the other side of the river. Where was I supposed to cross the river? Now, I would love nothing more to put this camera down and film me walking down this bit, just in case I fall over. But if I do that, I'm going to get to the bottom, then I'm going to have to come all the way back up to pick it up. So you're just going to have to take my word for it that I'm going to walk down it. I made it down. I made it down the hill. Yeah, I must have missed a turning somewhere, because this is the path I should have been on. But I don't remember seeing anything like that. And I've just come down over here in the end. Well, actually, I came down through there. But there's another path there, which I could have thought would have been easier, but I didn't. I came through the harder one, through there. Let's crack on, because I'm almost halfway around this circular walk. Come on, let's go. Oh, that's a bog. That's a bog and a half. My new waterproof boots, courtesy of Columbia. Give them a wash. And on we go. Oh, I'm not actually sure if I'm supposed to be in this stream on this walk, but I am. Great success. It really is a beautiful place, and God, have I missed this. Miss just being out, walking. It's like a reset for me. It's like, just gives me like a couple of hours just to like be on my own, and it sounds really horrible. But God, it's just, I just missed being out. I know I keep promising you I'm going to tell you what's wrong with the van, and I will get there, but there's just so much happening on this walk that I feel like you guys should see as well. Obviously, when we had the storms a few weeks ago, look, I don't know if you can tell, but here's the stream that runs along here, but all the trees have come off from up the bank, because we're sort of like in a valley, sort of like in a valley here. So yeah, it's proving difficult to stay on the path sometimes, but we press on. You're welcome. Oh. Danielle, when you watch this, all bluebells here. I mean, what's left of them, but I know you love your bluebells and taking family photos in bluebells. Those that you know, Danielle, my wife, she's also a photographer. So she actually loves bluebells and family shoots, so thought I'd just let her know. Now, I know this is not going to do it justice, but just look at that view there. Just look at that view. Chew Valley Lake. Wow. That, let me put you up. It's Chew Valley Lake, which you see me drive past with the drone earlier. That is absolutely stunning view. And we're walking towards it. What a reward after a lovely little walk through the woods. You come out on top of the hill and you get to see a beautiful lake. I mean, why would you not enjoy that? That's lovely. I'm gonna enjoy it. Don't know if you can see, but there's horses. Horses just there. Right, let's get this off. Stop the old trails. So that little walk there was about 4 miles, which was quite nice. It actually took me 2 hours to do, but obviously I've been filming a video during it, so there's been a lot of stopping, back and forth to get shots, etc. Stuff like that. So probably about an hour and a half if you just were powering through on your own. So that's good. Yeah. In my spot. In my spot. That's a good boy. It's also we can talk. We'll close it out by telling you everything that's going on. Now, where you're placed as a camera, you are very, very close to the road. So hopefully no one comes out along and takes you out. Fingers crossed. I'm going to move you. So I'm going to move you because I want you to be safe. Stay there. Right. So, yeah. The issues that went with the struggling to know between me and the dog. Right. So the issues this week we've had with the van has been. So the MOT is actually due this week. At time of recording, the MOT is due Thursday. And I believe I've mentioned on the channel before that I actually wanted to get who is ringing me on a mobile number? Hello? Luke? Hi Luke, you alright? No. Yeah, I'm gonna fit one, yeah. Ah, no, it's no problem, mate, no problem. The van will see you Thursday. Cheers, buddy. Bye. Oh, it's a little sneak peek into what next week's video might be about. Ooh, you never know. Anyway, as I was saying, so I don't know. I can't remember. I'm gonna just start from the top. So I don't know if I told you, but like in previous videos, but I wanted we were having or wanting to have the big service done on the van because we're coming up to a year of owning the van now, and I've not done a service with the van. Essentially, I've not had it serviced myself, and it was apparently serviced, which I'll get onto a bit more, when I bought the van from the dealer, and it was also due, and I don't know when it had last had like the water pump done and the crank seal, which are things that I know that go on crafters like this. Crank seal being a main issue, which we'll touch on again, but I know that's gone. I know I'm leaking oil. There's oil around the sump where the crank seal's gone. So I booked in. I wanted to book in to have the service done. I was going to get all the big service and all that done. It's an expensive job, but like get it all done when we come back from Woolacombe obviously with the van breaking down, that delayed things. The van was off the road for 3 weeks. That was the most important thing, getting the van back on the road. So like the plan was to have it done 4, 5, 6 weeks prior to the MOT being due, having the big service, getting the MOT done, all roughly in the same time. Jobs are good at. Now the MOT is due this Thursday as well. So it was like, oh, right, it's all been delayed and come around and didn't go to plan again. This is part of van life. This is what I'm trying to say. And so the mechanic said, right, let's get the service done. Let's get it all cleaned up. Oil changed, filters changed. We'll get the MOT done last week. And then once that's all done out the way, the van's back from up north having the thing done. And we'll get the rest of the big bits done, like the water pump, the wet belt, and the crank seal, because I know the crank seal's done. So we done the service, everything was great. And it turned out that realistically the dealership that I did buy the van from said they serviced it, hadn't serviced it. So I'll put some pictures here of the pictures that the mechanic sent me. The state of the oil, the state of the filters indicate that it hasn't been serviced in the last year, because it's been less than a year. But that's another story for another day. And the MOT was booked for the Friday, the same Friday that we had the last day of the wheels being fitted, which was all aligning. It's pushed, but it was aligning. And then we decided to do the MOT first, and then I get the wheels done in the afternoon. Now, it failed the MOT Friday. This is what I mean about van life. This is what they don't tell you. Like, again, it's not a money issue, it's a time issue, and getting stuff booked in and having the van off the road and stuff. It's just a pain in the ass. Like, that's what they don't talk about. The van is still safe to drive. It just failed on the oil leak because we know the crank seal's gone, and it was something I said I wanted done, but again, due to timings, couldn't get it fitted all in at the same time. If you're doing van life, and the van is also not just a dwelling, but like a place a daily vehicle like it is for me to travel to work, then when it's touch and go on timings and off the road, it's a really pain in the butt. So this is the issue. So not only did we have the wheels not working last week and now not being fitted to not this week, the week after, due to just timings, and the MOT failed due to the oil leak, but we couldn't have the time to fix the oil leak properly via the crank seal. Nothing going to plan when you just need it to go to plan. Like, when things don't go to plan, and it's like, oh, there's ways around it, blah blah blah. But when you're tight timescales, and I'm very time poor, always have been, when it don't go to plan, it really throws the cat amongst the pigeons. So yeah, that was today's video. I'm going to end it there, otherwise Kev, you're going to have an ed fit, because it'll end up being a very long video, so apologies. I'll try and cut as much of my waffling out this time, so sorry Kev. To all those that commented on last week's video, thank you, love you. Here you are. I'll continue to do it while the numbers are low, because it's relatively straightforward. Hopefully, Danielle, you can get in there first before Kev does, but I doubt it, because Kev's a master. Kev's a true fan of the channel. So we appreciate you, Kev. But no, thank you guys. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps. The van is slowly getting there. The build is slowly getting there, and the travel and trips are coming back to the channel now. We're back. We're doing stuff again, which is great. It's all interesting. Leave a comment, and yeah, as always, I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye. Me and Loki are going to get some lunch. Should we get some lunch, Jokes? Yeah. Should we get some nibbles? Shall we get some nibbles? Yeah. Good boy. Come on, then. Was that a nice little walk there? Would you just enjoy the sun? Yeah. Good boy. Let's go.